Hello and welcome to AAA Reviews with me, Alex. Today I'm going to be reviewing some Mighty Max sets. So if you want to see more, then stick with us. So let's talk about Mighty Max. In 1992, Bluebird released these cool sets. In 1993, they released an animated TV series. There was comic books, merchandise, pencil cases, you name it. So the TV series came out in 1993, was 2 seasons and 40 episodes long. Max, the Chosen One, receives an Egyptian artifact whilst at his home in the first ever episode. Matt drops the artifact to reveal a baseball cap with an M on it. He then reads the instructions to go down to his local mini-mart. He goes down there to find a lava monster chasing after him because Skullmaster has been alerted. So he runs away, and as he's doing so, he rides on his bike, a portal opens and he goes through the portal. The hat has magical powers, which means Max can travel through time and space and to different locations. When Max reaches the other side, he meets Virgil, a Fowl, a 10,000-year-old Fowl and Max's mentor. Virgil explains to Max that he is the Chosen One and must fulfill the prophecy of destroying the Skullmaster. One of the running jokes on the show would be that Virgil would be called a chicken quite often, and he would always insist that he was a fowl. Max also meets Norman, his Viking bodyguard and protector, and together the three of them travel each episode to a different place loosely based on Doom set, and they fight various villains including the main protagonist, the Skullmaster. The Skullmaster was voiced by none other than Tim Curry. In one of the very first episodes when he meets Max, one of his lines is, "I will rip your limbs from your body and slowly suck the marrow from your bones." I mean, it's such a cool cartoon, and you just wouldn't get that in today's cartoons, I don't think. As well as Skullmaster, we also had other enemies such as Warmonger and Lava Lord, to name but a few. Each episode ended with an educational epilogue, and sadly we've never seen a DVD release. The TV series ended with Max back in his home, almost like in a time loop, deja vu moment, where he had to redo everything all over again, which is actually a cool way of ending a TV series, which had obviously been cut and axed. So now you know a little bit about Mighty Max, let's take a look at some of the playsets. Hello and welcome to AAA Reviews. Today I'm reviewing Mighty Max. Now Mighty Max was a toy made by a company called Bluebird from 1992 to 1996. The toy came out before the animated cartoon, but the animated cartoon was brought out to basically advertise the toys because the animated cartoon was loosely based around each set. And they brought out various different sets and merchandise and comics and things like that. But here we have what was called a shrunken head, which was a little head with just a figure, and as you can see lots of detail, but this villain wouldn't come out. You had a hairy head. That is not the correct Max in there. Me and Alfie have been playing with these, and it would have took me a long time just to go sort out which Max went with which, so there's probably some of the wrong Maxes. These are horror heads, which they were quite popular. You would get a monster, a Max, usually with a hat corresponding to the actual horror head. They were like randomised. I don't know if this is the correct one though, because again we were playing with it, and you'd get in this one like a caveman, and all it could move on there was his legs, so that was that. But the most popular by far was the Doom Zones, and there were several Doom Zones. There were lots of Doom Zones. Let's take a look inside this one. This one comes with like a phantom, knife, a Max, always come with a Max, and a dragon, and a little rope for Max to hoist up. These were aimed at the boys. They were the boy version to Polly Pocket. The detail is incredible. It's amazing. It still amazes me today how much they could fit into one sort of compact set. Really clever, and the detail is second to none. The paintwork, everything about these Doom sets is absolutely fantastic. But you'd be able to pop this in your pocket, or any one of these sets in your pocket, and you'd be able to go wherever you want and play with these sets. I do remember they did, it wasn't this particular one, but even on cereal packets you could collect tokens, and if you collected enough you could send off for one of these little horror heads, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to review Dragon Island first, but sadly I don't have a box for my Dragon Island. So I managed to get this shot offline of the front of the box and the back of the box, so you could see what the box itself looks like. Okay, so let's review Dragon Island. This was one of the bigger, more premium sets. I never had it as a child, but it was absolutely amazing. The detail on this thing is phenomenal. It's a really cool set and very much sought after on the second market, on eBay and second market, because you can't get it anywhere else now. I will point out that some things you have to look out for when you're buying these sets is obviously there's always going to be missing pieces. Quite often this piece is missing on these sets. I've seen loads of sets without this piece. And also the batteries in this thing leaks. Once that's done, you're looking at unless you know how to repair it, then you're pretty much not going to be able to. So I never had this set as a child, but one of my best friends at school did, and we used to play with these sets for hours. Like I mentioned, this set lights up, so we push this little piece here, lights up. If we lift the front up, there it is. Look at the detail in there, absolutely fantastic. Really cool, got all these dead things and snakes, and this beastie here, really cool, really good little figure. Again, many of these figures didn't have any articulation, but they're really good. You also, really turn the set around, you've got these missiles. Now these things fire out, they are crazy. Like, you just got to touch them and boom, they're gone. So that's really cool. We lift this gun back, open up this set, because this is what it's all about. So I'll turn this set here. You've got the light there, these little red lights that light up, it's really cool. And you've got this, which lifts back, and you get a dragon with, just bring that into the camera there, big dragon with a nuclear bomb. How cool is that? Nuclear bomb pushed down, and this thing is carrying a nuclear bomb. That is amazing. Really cool feature in the set. Also, you could fit your Max inside there. You also got a this creature here, like a gun. Oh, sorry. You get this creature here with a gun. This piece, you push up, opens the set right out to reveal this almost like worms thing with a giant tongue. Like a worm, really cool. Spring loaded. You've got a little boat, and you've got a Virgil. If we swing this around, it also came with a Norman, the Viking. The main protagonist, Skullmaster, sword, focus, there we are, sword, Skullmaster, and you got, of course, Max. Now this wouldn't have been the Max that it came with, imagined. But like I said, we've been playing with it. You could pose Max up on the gun. You could go just lift that up on the gun. You had little pieces like this. If you turn in this piece, then this snake type creature would come out. Like so. It was just a really cool, really detailed set. It's just really cool. Look at that skull face done in on here. There's machinery. There's dead things and little bits and spiders. This is just really cool sets. And the three main characters would have to escape Dragon's Island. It's just really cool. A really cool set. So that is Dragon's Island. Loads of detail, loads of cool features and cool details. Really nice set. So moving on, we'll have a look at Magnus. Again, this was another one of the premium sets. It was done almost like comic book style. Really nice looking. This box isn't in the best of conditions, but it's still really cool to have. And it would tell you all the features and things inside. Really cool looking box and show you everything you were getting inside. Now, I don't think you'd ever get toys like this nowadays because the pieces are so small. You'd often lose pieces. They did used to sell little packs containing just the figures, but that's what would get lost the most. So let's have a look at Magnus. Magnus was absolutely awesome. So here he is, Magnus. And this thing is what the design, whoever designed these toys, well, hats off to them really, because they're just so clever. So let's start by opening up this arm. This arm comes out, and now we've got a almost like monster worm type thing with a claw which can grab hold of figures. Really cool. We've got this missile launcher which fires off missiles. That's that gone on the floor. But we've got a missile launcher. This thing's really cool, and if we open up this leg, this cool lava-like monster, which is awesome, on a kind of motorbike. I mean, it's just so clever. In this one, we've got another Viking Norman. Norman's really cool. Max's bodyguard. This gun can come out, this piece here. I just fired the missile off, that can come out. And then if we lift his head up, his mouth opens, we can put Max in. So you can see that, we can put Max in there. There's a slot for Max's feet. These toys were designed very cleverly with that in mind. You could place Max in different places. If we open it the back, turn it round, we've got, let's try and tilt the camera in there, a jail. Lift that up. There's a Max inside. Again, it's not going to be, oh, one of our missiles has fired off. I may as well, one of the missiles, there's two missiles there in the front of Magnus. These things fire off like no one's business really. We've got a Another Virgil, which I didn't actually realise I wasn't showing to the camera a minute ago, so get that in focus. There's Virgil, the same one that you get with Dragon's Island. Obviously a Max. This isn't the correct Max because I know this Max had a red hat in this set. Difficult to focus. There he is. Mighty Max. If we look in the back here, what looks to be like detail actually is a lava figure, a lot like the one that chases Max in the first cartoon, which is really cool. And if we open up Magnus's chest here, that reveals this guy who is, I'll make sure, the Lava Lord. Yep, it's the Lava Lord, and he comes off this. It's quite stiff, this one, which is a good sign that it's not had too much play. There's the Lava Lord. It's really cool, and he can pop off. He can come off there, like so. So yeah, you've got all these cool. There's those missiles. Does this come out? Yeah, this piece comes up the back. I mean, look at that. That is. They just don't make toys like this anymore. The detail, a little lizard. You've got your like electric control panels. You know, your prison. You've got so much going on in this set. It's absolutely incredible. I'm pretty sure Max can stand on this one. If not, if it's not this Max, it's probably because it's the wrong Max. Let's see if I've got. Yeah, so there we are. This Max fits. So Max could stand on there. It's just so clever. And again, like I say, you could take control of Magnus, pop him up there. The amount of workmanship that went into Mighty Max, the amount of ingenuity, the clever, just so smart, so clever. And you could take these toys with you, relive the adventures from the animated series. They're just absolutely fantastic. I don't think, like I said, I don't think we'll ever see anything like this again because these pieces are just so small. I guess, you know, there's definitely a choking hazard with a small child. But it's a shame. It's a shame that it's no longer produced and they've never re-looked at it and done anything else. There you have it. There's Mighty Max. Now, if you've liked this review, please subscribe for more. Please let me know in the comments what you think and give us a thumbs up. But until next time, that's all from AAA Reviews, and I hope to see you again soon.